Many people believe that becoming rich is a matter of luck, but the reality is quite different. There's a financial breaking point that marks a before and after in anyone's life, reaching your first $100,000 in net worth. What's interesting is that those first $100,000 are the hardest to get, but once you reach them, your wealth can explode. Today, I'll explain with logic, examples, and numbers why this happens and how to take advantage of that key moment. Why the first $100,000 are the hardest. Accumulating your first $100,000 is like trying to push a car in neutral uphill. At first, it feels like you're not moving. Everything is slow, frustrating, and it seems like you'll never get there. But once you pass that slope, the force shifts. It starts working in your favor. There are many reasons why this first stage is the hardest, and not all of them are mathematical. Some are psychological. Let's break them down. A. Your income is limited. Most people begin adult life with low or moderate income. If you earn, for example, $1,000 a month and manage to save 10%, which is already quite a lot considering fixed expenses, you're only saving $100 a month. That's $1,200 a year. Without investing, it would take you over 83 years to reach $100,000. And even if you consistently invest at 10% annually, it would still take around 20 years to hit that goal starting from zero. So yes, the beginning is slow. And that's not because of a lack of effort, but a lack of volume. You don't have enough capital yet for your money to work for you. B. You lack financial experience. When you're starting out, you make mistakes. That's normal. Maybe you buy a course you don't need, fall for a crypto scam or a magical opportunity, go into credit card debt just to pay for things you don't need. That learning curve also has an invisible cost, the time you waste unlearning bad financial habits. And that time could have been capital. C. The system isn't designed for you to save. Today, you live in an economy built for consumption, personalized ads, easy credit, social media, showing you unrealistic lifestyles. Everything is designed to make you spend before you save. That's why building capital in the beginning goes against the system. D. Motivation is fragile when there are no visible results. One of the biggest enemies of building wealth in this phase is psychological, the lack of immediate rewards. You save $1,000 and the next month you invest it, and it generates $3 in returns. Those $3 don't motivate you. They make you feel like it's pointless, but that's a short-term illusion. Think of it like a snowball. The first few meters are hard to form, but once it grows, it becomes unstoppable. E. You can't leverage yourself. When you have very little capital, you also can't use tools like responsible leverage. You can't take out a loan to invest or use credit to grow a business because you don't have assets or a financial history. In other words, at the beginning, all you have is your time and your effort, nothing else. That's why it's so hard. In short, the first $100,000 are hard because you're working against all the odds. Low income, inexperience, constant advertising pushing you to spend, little or no leverage, and no visible motivation at the beginning. But if you manage to get through that stage, the dynamic shifts. Your money starts working for you, and that's when real wealth accumulation begins. Number 2, the effect of compound interest, the silent force that multiplies your money. Once you manage to accumulate a certain amount of capital, you enter a new stage. And what starts to work in your favor is something many people underestimate: compound interest. Warren Buffett, one of the richest investors in the world, said that compound interest is the main reason he became wealthy. And Einstein called it the most powerful force in the universe. Exaggerated? Maybe. True? Absolutely. What exactly is compound interest? It's when you not only earn money on your initial investment, but also on the earnings that investment generates. In other words, money earns money, and then that new money also earns money. Simple comparison, simple interest versus compound interest. Let's say you invest $10,000 at 10% annually for 5 years. With simple interest, you earn $1,000 per year. You end up with $15,000. With compound interest, your earnings are reinvested each year, and growth accelerates. Year 1, $11,000. Year 2, $12,100. Year 3, $13,310. Year 4, $14,641. Year 5, $16,105. Now you didn't earn $5,000. You earned $6,100. And that's just in 5 years. In 10 or 20 years, the difference becomes massive. The real power lies in time plus capital. Compound interest needs 2 ingredients: time, so the snowball can form; capital, so it's actually worth it. If you invest $100 and double it, you get $200. Great. But if you invest $100,000 and double it, you get $200,000. That's why the first 100K matters so much. After that point, every percentage makes a big difference. A way to visualize it: imagine a curve. At first, it's almost flat. You don't see results. But if you keep investing and reinvesting, at some point, the curve begins to rise sharply. That's the exponential acceleration phase. And that's when many people say, out of nowhere, I started seeing my money grow. Realistic example with 100K. Let's say you have $100,000 and invested at 8% annually, without adding a single cent more. After 10 years, $215,000. After 20 years, $466,000. After 30 years, $1 million. What did you do? Nothing but wait patiently and not touch the investment. But there's a catch. Compound interest can also work against you. The same thing that multiplies your money can multiply your debts. If you have a credit card at 60% annual interest and don't pay on time, you're also compounding, but against yourself. That's why it's crucial to eliminate bad debt before using compound interest to your advantage. 3. Why money attracts more money. Once you reach $100,000, your financial world changes. That money opens up opportunities that were previously out of reach, and the system begins to treat you differently. Better investments. With more capital, you move beyond basic options and gain access to real estate with leverage, private equity, scalable businesses, and premium banking services. Diversification. More money lets you spread your investments across sectors, countries, and asset types, which reduces risk and increases stability. Calculated risk-taking. A strong financial base allows you to take strategic risks without threatening your financial security, accelerating your learning and returns. Improved treatment. Banks and platforms offer better services, lower fees, exclusive opportunities, and personalized support to wealthier clients. Shift your financial mindset. From survival to growth. Reaching 100K doesn't just change your bank account, it changes you. Your relationship with money evolves, your habits shift, and your thinking becomes strategic instead of reactive. From consumer to builder. You stop asking, "What can I buy?" and start asking, "What can I build with this money?" Long-term thinking, you shift focus from quick gratification to future impact and financial growth. Automated finances. You reduce mental fatigue by setting up systems that invest and budget automatically. More emotional stability. With a financial cushion, fear-driven decisions disappear. You act more rationally. Greater selectivity. You say no to wasteful spending, risky ventures, and distractions that don't align with your goals. Wealth preservation mathagant, chasing riches. As your capital grows, protecting it becomes as important as growing it. Conclusion of point 4. After 100K, your financial life becomes structured, thoughtful, and long-term focused. It's no longer about surviving, it's about achieving freedom. And the mindset you build at this stage will stay with you forever. The snowball effect. Your money grows on its own. Once you've built up $100,000, your money starts working for you. It's like a snowball rolling downhill, small and slow at first, but faster and bigger over time. 100K invested at 10% earns 10K in a year, with no extra work. That return grows the following year because it also gets reinvested. Why it's powerful: returns generate more returns. Wealth grows faster than your salary. You no longer rely solely on your time to build wealth. But beware, the snowball works both ways. Debt compounds too, and can bury you if unmanaged. Final conclusion. The first $100,000 is the hardest to earn. But once you get there, growth becomes exponential. It all comes down to time, discipline, and using your resources wisely. Wants to learn how to build your first 100K? Check out this other video, where I break down step-by-step investment strategies. See you there.